Hey everyone, what's going on? Jerome here, bringing you guys some Bloons Tower Defense 5, and today we have for you guys episode 7, which is the pipe map, and it's an advanced level map. After this is just the 2 experts, which the experts are very hard. The first one isn't that hard, the second one is by far, and it's probably 2 to 3 times harder than this pipe mission. And if you can imagine that, this is an advanced mission. So it really is kind of unbalanced in terms of how the levels progress in difficulty. But, I mean, it's still possible. They still are very possible to do. But this one's going to take a lot more strategy. Now, this I happened to beat, I think, on my second try. And it was a while ago, too. That was close to a month ago. So I'm going to see what I can remember from that. But if I remember correctly, you want to start off your typical 2 monkey balloon towers in the front right there. Maybe upgrade them if you would like, because eventually you're going to need to fully upgrade them. So just putting them there will be able to protect you for a while. But a couple of things to note on this map are there are some areas that have loops, which are good because you can put 1 unit there to hit all units around the area as they go around the map. What I mean by that is you put a unit right in here where that pineapple is, that'll allow you to hit this whole area. So they'll be cutting around bends, things like that. The other thing to notice, if you put it here, you can hit both sides of the track, which is very useful, which is why I suggest don't put your monkey balloon towers here. Save that for your rocket balloons or your missile balloons, and put those turrets right there. They'll be able to take care of them. And you can also do the same thing if you put a missile tower right here. You can attack here and here. And the best thing to note is the pipe in the middle. It might not make sense to you now, but basically, depending on the way it turned, decides what ways the balloons can travel. So, for instance, well, I forgot to upgrade my towers. I should probably start upgrading them now, as you saw. But, so you see how it's closed up top here? They're not going to come out this way. They are only going to go down this way, which helps out a lot. It tells you which way they're going to be going, and it never changes in the middle of a round. So at the beginning of that round, if you know your towers aren't good enough, start laying down some road spikes. You can do that. It's really that easy. And so we're going to upgrade that, and that should be good enough, because now we can go through a lot of balloons and should be able to do a lot of damage to these people. But sometimes you will have situations like that where they can get through, which is why eventually you're going to need to start building your other towers. Not many, but you know, it's going to be necessary. So what I would suggest is making one of the towers back here just to hit any stragglers that you might miss, maybe here or up here, depending on which way the pipe's going, because being the pipe's pointing downward, I'm just going to put it here. So it really all depends on that, and he should be able to pick up any stragglers that are left behind. Maybe not all of them, but hopefully most. You just don't want to have to waste all your money on these spike traps. And yeah, that seemed to have done the magic trick. Let's just make sure he's upgraded so that this is positively the best way. And yep, so right there, that kind of solved that problem. But now they're starting to head upwards, which means we're going to have more problems, but still, we can still, you know, manage it. We just got to make sure we play it right. And the thing about these these advanced missions is don't be afraid to use the spike traps. You should try and limit your use of them, but don't be afraid to, because it's kind of typical. That's why they're like advanced missions or expert missions, because, you know what I mean, you're going to have to use those different things. And another thing to keep in mind is this monkey tower will be able to hit them when they get over there, so you're kind of secure in that regard. Now I'm going to get the triple, because even one guy with the triple like arrow thing is amazing against these balloons. So once you get one, he should be able to feed enough points in to get the second guy it, and that'll protect you for a while, at least until you can buy your first missile turret, which should be the next tower you're buying unless something goes drastically wrong. But if you're following this, yeah, it'll definitely work out. So that's one way to do it. Another thing you might want to focus on is you have one guy, you have both of them focusing on first, and they're going to just keep hitting the same target. They're going to like not know how to share it. So one of them perhaps aim for the last unit, and one of them aim for the first unit, just to kind of switch things up a bit. And you might also want to get your distance, because the distance does help out. It lets you get the jump on them, and trust me, the early jump on your enemies is always useful. And plus, you're going to have to do it eventually, because you need something that can hit out your camo balloons, so I would suggest doing that now. So we're on wave 10 with only 3 towers, and we're doing pretty well. That's what I meant by this mission being not the hardest of the advanced missions. It's really not that bad. I thought maybe the lava tower one was harder, and even that one wasn't that bad at all. So the advanced missions really aren't horrible, terrible things. I imagine if you play on a higher difficulty, this could be a little bit more difficult, but easy, it's really not that big of a deal at all. Oh god. So we're getting close to our bomb tower upgrade. There we go, we got it. I would suggest putting that right there, because it lets you get the jump on them early on, and at the same time lets you hit them all up here, and of course you can upgrade it to hit an even further distance. So that's what I would put the bomb tower. That's where I would put him. And of course you could always upgrade your extra range on him if you would like. And one thing you got to focus on is your banana towers. You obviously, not banana towers, sorry, your banana farms. Those things are going to be like your best friends after like, a couple of rounds go by. If you can be generating $1,000 a round from them, you're in good shape. That means you're going to be able to afford a lot more things. And think about that. That's an extra like bomb tower with like 1 or 2 upgrades on it every single round that you can add in, besides the revenue you're getting from the actual, like, you know, killing the balloons. So it's a great thing if you do that. And it basically pays for itself after a short while, so that's always good. There we go, 260. Now see how it's turned like that? That means it can go through both ways. That's when some trouble arises, because you can't just spam spike traps on later rounds, you know what I mean? You gotta kind of know where they're going to be going, which means you need to be playing much more actively, and it usually means taking your finger away from your banana farms, which generally does call for trouble sometimes because you don't get the extra bonus, and it's just kind of a pain. See, like right now, if I don't play this correctly, yeah, luckily I didn't lose any from there, but typically you will lose some money from your banana farms on rounds like that. And oh, one got through even with the extra bend. Oh no, we got him. We popped him anyway. That was pretty lucky. So if you want, you can always focus on getting right here, you know, upgrading that bomb tower. I would suggest upgrading the bomb tower first out of all your towers you have here, simply because he's going to be doing the mass of the damage, being he has 2 opportunities really to strike them very hard. So I'd go there. Then I'd also get the bomb fragment one. The fragments are always great. Oh god, we let one go through because I had it on fast mode. We go that one right there. And, oh, Jesus, I guess that was the camo round, because that ended soon. So now we have 1 fully upgraded bomb tower and a fully upgraded banana farm. And I know that doesn't seem like it'll do much, but it should actually be able to sustain us for a while. The banana farm's always nice, too, extra 250 a round. That's like doubles our revenue every round already. So you can imagine once we start getting like the 1,000, I mean, you know, it'll be doing some great stuff for us. And look, that's why I fully upgraded the tower. So he's hitting units over here, but his fragments are hitting units over here as well. So he's kind of hitting every single place. And if you're wondering why I use the pineapple to show everything, mostly because it's a little more obvious than the spike trap, and also it's the least if I accidentally click it, and also my cursor's kind of masked out by my editing program, so that's why I kind of use it to just to show you guys that. So now something cool, I don't know, I've been trying to think about this, and me and Mitch have been starting to film a lot for it. Well, not a lot, but like it's something that, you know, we're doing, like it's definite. We've already filmed 1 or 2 things for it. It's Halo Wars we want to start playing again. That game is so much fun. I completely forgot about it. I feel so bad because that used to be one of my like favorite games, and it just slipped my mind until now. And then me and Mitch randomly picked it up this weekend, and we were having a blast with it, and it was a lot of fun. And also, it kind of got us back into RTS games. We want to maybe start filming some Age of Empires 3, and I know you guys are going to be saying play StarCraft. We don't really want to get into StarCraft because like we're more kind of like fun RTS gamers. Like we play to win, but we like having fun while we play. And not that StarCraft isn't fun. It's just it's way too much going on, you know what I mean? Like, we want to be able to relax and enjoy ourselves, and that just has so much going on with it that it's hard to keep track of, you know what I mean? It's not something that you typically, like, hop on, have a good time. It's more like, I'm so fucking serious right now, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just find Halo Wars a little more relaxed because of its simplicity. Same with Age of Empires. You know, Age of Empires still was a little bit advanced, to be honest with you, but you know what I mean? It's just all preference. I mean, I know that there are people that are going to disagree with me, and I understand that, but personally, that's just what I like to do. If you're wondering, I already have the second bomb tower there, mostly just because when they get around that bend, it'll really benefit you in the long run. You gotta trust me on that one. And we already have a little over $500 coming from our towers, which is cool. And now, of course, we have two things causing massive splash damage. So, as you can see, it's kind of... They won't make it around that bend until a much later round, really. Unless they get the jump on me. Which does happen sometimes. Sometimes the towers do kind of... Not that they fail, but they do kind of do some stupid stuff. Oh, one thing we got to worry about now is the lead balloon. See, this is when trouble starts arising. Oh, they got to jump a little bit. They got 3 balloons through. The lead balloons cause for a lot of trouble, so you want to at least put one of your towers to hitting strong. If not, if they seem to be overwhelming, maybe put it on 2. We'll see if one will work or not, but you guys always got to remember that. Oh, those cannon balloons aren't going anywhere. I'm just getting free money from this round. Now, I know I've had to spend a lot on different, like, tower upgrades and things, but it's very bad to neglect your banana farm, so we want to be able to get that fully upgraded banana farm really quickly, just for now. It really will make a difference. That's probably an extra, like, 100 per round, and you figure it's round 34. After 16 rounds, that's $1,600 you're getting, so, I mean, that's pretty dang good. So we want to build that right there, upgrade the banana farm. Holy Jesus. Yeah, they're starting to break through. And the thing is with a lot of these strategies I do is sometimes you're not going to be able to... Oh god, yeah, we forgot to upgrade the bottom. See, this is why it's always good to have some money in reserves for spike traps and things, because sometimes you got to play around on a map like this. But fortunately, they only had one way to go, so we knew what we needed to do to fix the problem, and it was over pretty soon. But now, I mean, that should really say something that we should probably focus a lot more on getting our units to the south to be able to hit those targets. So we got to keep that one in mind. Okay, so let's go with, well, let's upgrade that banana farm first. I know it didn't seem like much of a thing, and actually, mathematically speaking, each, like, let me see, you go to 13 bananas per round, so $260 as opposed to 6. I mean, you're really only getting a 125 bonus. In reality, I'm only getting like $100 back on that by the end of this game after that second upgrade from the banana farm. But, I mean, $100 is still $100. You might just want to take it, you know what I mean? You don't want to kind of leave yourself open like that. And now here's trouble again, guys. Remember, we had all those towers focusing over there. The key here is finding a way not to put them here. You don't have to put... You probably won't ever have to put one there. Sometimes it does kind of look like you might have to, but you really shouldn't never have to. But it's always good to have defense like this. So I'm setting up a defensive line right outside of it just to kind of hit any targets go through. And notice how they still are a little bit going through, but it's much less than earlier at least, which is always a plus. So you see right there. And of course I'm going to be building a bunch more of those missile towers, because obviously they seem to be doing a bulk of the damage. But don't neglect your front lines. I'm doing a lot of defensive on the in the back, like when they finally break through. But forgetting your front lines could be detrimental. So if I were you guys, I would go here, put a few more in. You don't even have to upgrade their sights, because you already have people that'll take down your camo balloons for you. Unless it seems like they're breaking through, which the next wave of camo balloons actually might be able to. But just putting those guys there, I know it doesn't seem like much, but really it will help out a lot. Notice how these balloons aren't breaking too far down our lines now, so it's always good not to neglect your front lines like that. They really will make the difference in the battle a lot of the time if you have a good front. And the cool part about this level is you can get a good front line going with just these dart monkeys lined up in the front. So you can go dart monkey, dart monkey. You can make about 5 in a row. If you place them the way I did, you can get about 5 per side of it. So you can go right there. There you go. So you have that one right there. Then we can put another one in. Alright, hold on. There we go. Found the spot. And, oh, we didn't have enough to get this last one upgraded, but that's alright. Not the end of the world at all. We got it upgraded at least once. And, yeah, so now you'll be able to see how they're all hitting them extremely quickly. Although, yep, they broke through anyway, which is no big deal. No big deal at all. So we have this. Now we can kind of focus a lot on other towers and things. For me right now, Super Monkey is a priority once it gets to wave like 43, 44, but in the long run, like right now, I probably should be focusing on bomb towers and things. I know I said I didn't have to, but I'm just going to try it out. I'm going to put it right here, actually. That way, even if they're going up here, at least I'll be able to get some targets there. Like, it won't be a wasted tower. But I think we're going to need this one as time goes on. So I'm just going to place him right there, just so he can pick off some of the enemies. And let's get the next upgrade for it. There we go. And now, see, this late in the game, this is when the $1,000 extra bananas per round is coming in handy. Because now we're getting an extra bomb tower, or just about 1/3 of a Super Monkey per round, which is very, very, very useful, not gonna lie. And, oh, see, that's why we gotta upgrade our camo seeking monkeys, because we did not have them upgraded. And the funny thing was, I was telling you guys, we didn't have enough upgraded to fight off this round. Luckily, no big deal, though. Spike traps took them out very quickly. And now we are left with a decision. Usually they don't have 2 camo rounds in a row, so we could just buy the Super Monkey and upgrade it next round, which I think we're going to do. But I think that's going to probably be the best decision, actually, to be honest with you. So I'm going to put the Super Monkey right here. I'm going to put him, just because I don't have enough defenses to the south. So we're going to leave him there. And plus, it's not like he's like way out of the way or anything like that. If you build a monkey village, which by the way, the monkey village will pay off in the long run for if you fully upgrade the Super Monkey to the left, I think as well as the right, it will actually pay off in the value of the monkey village and plus $100 back to you. And of course, it gives you all the perks of the monkey village to every tower in its region, and it's just a great upgrade. So don't be afraid to use it. So we got that one there. See, now the epic range, now we're hitting most of this track, and we're hitting all the way to right around there, as you can see, right there. See? So that does a lot. It's really beneficial, I think, in my opinion, and I'd highly suggest looking into that. So let's see. We could go left or right. The right side, I've found, is actually kind of more powerful in a way, but it's definitely more costly, so it's kind of your decision. I would suggest actually getting it, though, personally. I think that it's definitely worth it, but once again, up to you guys to decide. Now, one thing that is good, though, radar scanner. Now, we definitely don't need to upgrade those other monkeys, because the super monkey will be able to take out any camo balloons that are hidden, and that'll help us in the long run. Of course, we want to increase the attack range and the rate, so now, basically, we have every tower in that region is going to be dealing massive amounts of damage. And as you can see, Zeppelin fell down pretty quickly, and it's already wave 46, so we're breaking through pretty quick. Now, just remember, though, is that balloons like the ceramic balloons will drop so many other balloons below them. That's what they do. Sometimes they compact their enemies so that it doesn't look like you're in that much trouble, when in reality there's going to be something bad happening to you. But this game has a knack for doing that. But just keep your cool, and of course, remember, you follow what the track says. If it isn't a double, then you know where to put your spike traps, and you know if you need them, hopefully, by now. Like, if at the beginning of the round you're like, yeah, I didn't get the upgrades I needed, well, you know what I mean, do that. That's probably going to be in your best favor. So, wow, actually, this is working extremely well, this strategy. We're going to upgrade to the right, I think. I like the autonomous cannons now. I used to like using the Sun God monkeys, but the autonomous cannons seem to be extremely powerful. They're a little bit cheaper than the Sun God upgrade, but and the thing I like is that it does allow you to use upgrades from the left side with it as well, so I can get all the way up to the plasma beams and still use the autonomous cannons. The only thing is that actually, I don't even know, really. Personally, I think that the autonomous cannons is better than the Sun God upgrade, but that could just be my opinion. Mostly because I like how much damage does the Zeppelins. I don't know if you guys just saw that, but the damage it did to that Zeppelin was just cheap as anything. Oh god, now we have lots of large amount of enemies coming in, but see how fast that Zeppelin fell? And wow, I didn't realize that was wave 50. Well, anyway, guys, thank you all for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll be on for Mission 8 tomorrow. Good night, everyone.